starting. Yo, what's up, Carbon Nation? We are here to break down today's WNBA slate for Draftkings and FanDuel. We also might touch on monkeyknifefight.online and prizepicks.online. Make sure to use promo code KARMA. I am here with Ethan for his second WNBA podcast.
What's up? Hey, we did such a great job the first time. They invited us back, so your favorite two most dynamic duo are back in action for another podcast together.
Excited to have you back. Got my Luka jersey on after he dropped that 40-point triple-double.
I don't know how the Clippers let Luka on one ankle kill them like that. That was the most embarrassing defensive effort I've ever seen from a team. Pitiful.
He's just too good. Nothing you can do about it. If Luka wants to go off, it's GG.
Hey, some people in Discord would say Trae Young's better. So
no, not even close. Not even comparable.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Yeah, Luka's the GOAT, but still, I think we can all agree that one ankle Luka should not have been the Clippers single-handedly. So hopefully the Clippers come back, rebound tonight. I think they will. They'll look to shut down Luka, and it should be a quick game tonight.
Nope, I got Mavs winning it all this year. Got my 40-1. So.
And with that, I'm signing off. See ya.
I also have Clippers. I have Clippers and I got Clippers and Mavs winning it all. So unfortunately, they played each other first round. But we'll see.
Not my Rockets.
No.
You suck.
I know Ben and Bales have them, but
I think they had them when they thought Westbrook was playing.
Yeah, but lucky they got a easy matchup to take care of it. Harden knocked down the hand sanitizer. Do you see that?
Yeah, because they were calling fouls on him. The guy's getting fouled every single drive, and they won't call it.
He gets fouls all the time.
Bunch of bullshit. That's what that is.
All right. Anyway, enough about NBA. Let's talk about the best sport in the world.
Hell yeah.
The
WNBA.
Hell yeah. Well, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss any of this amazing content. And don't forget to get into our free chat room at chatdfs.com. Use that link and you get right into our Discord channel. And then we'll start things off with the injury news. For Chicago, we got Stevens and DeShields out, so that's really going to make a tight rotation. They were playing 7 or 8 players, so you got a lot of value there. Especially, this game's probably going to be a blowout, so these girls are probably going to play extra minutes that they shouldn't have gotten just because there's really no one playing. Also, you got to monitor Sabally, see if she's starting. She didn't get to start last time, even though she was probable all day. We thought she was going to start, and of course, she didn't start, so hopefully we'll see her start today. We got Bird out, which should open up some value for Seattle. That game's also a 14-point spread, so possible blowout narrative there. So with Bird not playing, it could be a little closer, but we should also see Whitcomb getting extra minutes there. Let's see, Tiffany Mitchell is still out, so that's going to open up some value in Indy. Harrison, done for the season, so you're not going to see her ever again. And then, let's see, we also want to monitor to see if Cheyenne Parker's starting, because she didn't get to start last game. So, first game back, obviously, just like Sabally, we might not see her start, but since this is the second game back, we should see them both start unless something crazy happens. So let's dive right into guards. We'll start with Draftkings because DraftKings is much better than FanDuel at everything.
100%.
So let's see. Who is your favorite guard play today?
Oh, boy. Sloot at 11,000. She should go off, but with the blowout risk, I just don't think you can play her at 11,000. So who I'm kind of looking at, I think, I like Copper down there at 8,800. She's going to play a lot. Stevens is out. DeShields is out. They ran an 8-woman rotation last game with both those ladies out. So put up good numbers. I like Copper. Production is going to be there. She'll play blowout minutes. Vandersloot's the one who I'm concerned about. If, it's 18.5-point spread, we said?
Yep.
Chicago's up big. Sloot's going to sit. Of the 3 guards, Copper, who's the other one? Copper, Sloot, and Gabby Williams. Sloot played the least amount of minutes of the three.
You also got
So
Quigley there too.
yeah, and you have Quigley there. So I think Sloot's just too expensive today to play. I like her a lot in the matchup, and if the game stays close, I do think she will go for 40 plus fantasy points. But I just don't think that game stays close. So I got to go Copper at 8,800. I like her a lot. Lloyd 9,300, too expensive, too inconsistent, too expensive. Uh, and then Enrique playing the ace. Hey, if Dallas is going to keep it close, Enrique's going to shoot or shoot, and she can go off at any time. So I would play Copper, Enrique. Those two are the ones I'd probably target up top.
Yeah, definitely. Sloot's, I mean, it's a tight rotation, so she's fine for GPPs, but cash, definitely not going to touch her there. She's the second most expensive player on the board. You don't want to be wasting your salary on Sloot. She could get you 40 in the first 3 quarters, but that's not something safe I'm going to play for cash. But throwing her a GPP for fun, she might still get you 40 points because you know Clariton with her turnovers, so you could see her get 4 or 5 steals realistically, and that really bumps up her ceiling. Especially on FanDuel, where steals are a little more expensive, but you got the double-double upside too, which you get. She just barely missed the last game, but she had 2 straight games before that of double-doubles. She gets the most assists in the league.
Big time.
Another big season of assists. So Sloot's fine for GPPs, definitely fading her in cash 100%. Lloyd, yeah, another fade for cash. She'll shoot the ball, but you're really playing with fire if you play her in cash in 9-3. That's even without Bird. She'll get the shot attempts, but there's some blowout narrative as well, so not taking the risk there. But yeah, definitely love Copper today. She's probably one of my top plays. Again, you get that steal upside. She had 2 steals last game. She didn't have a steal in the first game against New York. Was it on the 20th? On Thursday they played. She didn't record a steal, but she'll definitely see a lot more scoring opportunities with Stevens out. So you could see another 20-plus scoring game if she gets 5 or 6 assists and rebounds. She's definitely playing off that salary.
Yeah, and I think you brought up a great point that we need to keep in mind. New York turns the ball over a ton. We've seen it game after game. They have the highest total on the board between these two teams at 169. New York doesn't play defense. They turn the ball over a lot. There is a lot of fantasy points to be had on that team, especially if they're going to play a lot of minutes. So, like you said, Copper, love Gabby Williams. So,
yeah, Quig's okay to play. She's 8-1.
I hate playing her.
I'm not touching her in cash, but again, if you fall in GPP and she's just sitting right there, definitely play her, but I'm not forcing her in. The only player I'll force probably is Copper, just because they're running 7 or 8 players. She played, 36 minutes last game?
Yeah,
so
she's going to play a ton, no matter what.
Yeah, I'm just going to have to play her today. Even at 8-8, I hate the price tag, but it's probably the best play on the board. Then you have Alamand at 8-7. Again, she's playing Seattle. Great defensive team. No Tiffany Mitchell, but she definitely
went
gets
off last time.
She gets a ton of peripherals, and somehow Indy won against Seattle last time.
She went off 35 minutes, 33 fantasy points. She had a solid all-around game against Seattle last time out. So I think the thing with Julie we have to remember is she's playing mid-30, even 40 minutes a game.
Yeah, she played the whole game last game.
Yeah, they're running 3. They have 3 guards, really. Tiffany, Julie, and who do we say, Burke?
You got Burks, 2-3, and then you got Doyle as well playing a couple minutes.
Yeah. But, she's going to play all the minutes she can have, so, maybe not a cash play, but GPP for sure.
Yeah, she's 100% a GPP play. This is kind of more of a GPP slate, I would say. It's a good time to try out. Like, you get your 20 max, 100 max. It's a good day to put in 5 or 6 lineups into those and see how you do. There's always that big contest on Draftkings, so maybe throw in 10 lineups. You can have a lot of fun, get get interesting with it. Don't play the chalk. I'm sure a lot of these girls will go way too low owned than they should in these matchups just because of the blowout risk. And you can take down a GPP if one of these stack all three of these games, make a lineup with each stack. Whichever game stays close, that stack's going to go off.
Yep.
But let's see who else. So those are the
Jasmine
boards.
Jones.
Jasmine Jones, definitely a good play. Chicago also doesn't play defense, and she'll get the blowout minutes as well if this game. So she's a little more blowout proof. 7-9's a little expensive, so again, she's
I'll say
GPP.
this: if this game can somehow stay close with neither team playing much defense, a game stack of this game could take down GPP tonight.
It will 100% take down GPP because both teams will score in the 90s, and there are going to be a lot of turnovers as well. So you can see a lot of steals, a lot of fast break points for both teams. Let's see who else we got cheaper. Kia Nurse is a scorer, so this is definitely a scorer's game, but she has no floor whatsoever. So if you're hoping for 20 plus points, she's 7-3. Let me see what she is on FanDuel here. Let's see. She's a little more playable. She's 4-7 on FanDuel. If you want to get exposure to her, I'd say FanDuel. Not Draftkings because she's a little expensive, but if you want to take the risk, 7-3 is not the worst price tag.
Yeah.
And then going down, we got some cheap players here. Kennedy Burke, going to draw the start again. She's played back-to-back 30-minute games, so she will probably be chalky again. And a lot of people go with recency bias, and they just played Seattle. She dropped 23 points, 32 fantasy points, so you'll definitely see some ownership there. And you got Wickham down right below her at 6-1. No Bird, so she's always in play whenever Bird's not available. And blowout risk, she should play some extra minutes, and she's a great scorer against not a very good defense, so you could see her getting a lot of run. And then one GPP play I like, I would have to fade the entire Seattle game to play her, but Prince down here at 4-3.
Yeah.
It's annoying, but you saw New York, she went off just because of the huge blowout. So if she gets to play the whole fourth quarter, if it's a 30-point game, sometimes you see Seattle just go ham and you just got 30-point game at halftime, 20-point game at halftime. So if it's a 30-point game at the end of the third quarter, she may play the whole fourth quarter, and you're getting 15 minutes out of her at 4-3. It's a good GPP play if you really want to get risky. I probably won't touch her because I'm not making enough lineups, but if you're running 10 lineups, I'd definitely try to fit her in one and fade the Seattle game completely. Just play her and probably Ezzy at forward as well. Then you get the blowout narrative going on. And you can stack all the expensive girls, like you can stack Sloot and Aja Wilson with all that salary relief. So that's it for guards. Any other guards you like?
No, not really. I mean, like I said, these games are so tough tonight because of the blowout risk. But no, I don't like anyone cheap tonight.
Yeah, I guess you can go Jordan Canada if you want. She's 7-4, but other than that, probably nothing else. A lot of these are just GPP players.
Yeah.
All right, so moving on to forward, you got two players over 10K. You got Brianna Stewart and Aja Wilson. Obviously, Aja Wilson's top play on the board. She's 1,500 less than Brianna Stewart, and she's basically projected the same amount of points. Probably going to outscore Brianna Stewart. It's close, but you can play both. I'd make sure to get Aja first in your cash lineups. She's got double-double upside as well. It doesn't always see those 10 rebounds, but if she gets that double-double bonus, that's even better. She'll probably get you 40-plus fantasy points tonight, which makes her a great play on the prop slates as well to go over on her. Dallas is just atrocious defending against bigs. Vegas is also pretty bad at defending against bigs, so you can see definitely a bigs matchup here.
Yep.
Ariki likes to get to the rim as well, so she can see that scoring boost because the Aces allow the highest field goal percentage within 8 feet of the basket, so by a long shot. It's like 10%, 15% more than any other team. So you're definitely going to get value with that. Anyone scoring close to the basket is going to have a great game against the Aces, and they play pretty pace up, so should be a fun game to watch. That's the closest game on the slate, which it's 9 points still is the spread, so it's still blowout possibility, but you're definitely getting some value there. And then you got some 9K players like McCautry and Parker. They're both in good spots. Just monitor to see if Parker's starting because you don't want to pay 9K if she's not starting. But she'll definitely, even if she doesn't start, you can try to fit her in a GPP. Maybe just play her on FanDuel where she's cheaper. Which she on FanDuel here. She's still 6-7 on FanDuel, which is a little expensive. Fourth most expensive forward, but I mean she's playing New York, who's just awful on defense, and we should see.
Got to worry about the minutes though.
Yeah, how many minutes did she get last game? 21.
21. Dolson had I think 15, and Ruby had 16, something like that.
Yeah, it's a short. It's a short bench, but they're still not playing a ton of minutes, so you have to really watch out for that. I'll probably just lean GPPs with those.
Yeah, that Ruthie 16 minutes is just a little. That makes me hesitant a little bit to play Parker or Dolson really tonight at all. I'm not really touching any of those tonight.
Yeah, I'll probably throw one in the GPP if I'm making. I'll probably make like 5 or 6 lineups tonight and probably throw her in the GPP. But
now, who I will be having a lot of is Sabali at 7,700.
Definitely, yeah. She is a great play today. Hopefully she gets a start. I assume she gets a start. She still played 21 minutes without the start, but she's looking at 30 if she gets the start. Against, of course, the Aces, which she touched on, just awful inside defense. So we could see even a double-double upside. Sabali playing does hurt the scoring of some of these players like Alicia Gray, Mabry, and Wale, but they're still good plays. But once Sabali at 7-7, that's probably going to be a staple of my cash lineups for sure. I wish she was the first game, so then we know starting news, but I'm not playing enough in this New York-Chicago game to really affect that. But even 7-7, I'll probably still play her in cash, just in case.
You got Gabby Williams down there at 6,400, man.
Gabby Williams, 6,400, definitely.
Yeah, we touched on that earlier, so.
Yep, she's got 35 minutes, so she's definitely, if she starts again, she's definitely in play. Those 35 minutes were probably due to Parker not being 100%, and Dolson's still recovering from injury, so she may not be 100%. So if Williams starts again, definitely a cash play at so cheap, 6,400.
And she had 4 steals last game against Indiana. And what do we say about New York? They turned the ball over a ton. So love Gabby Williams tonight.
Yeah, especially FanDuel, you can get her as a guard. So you're getting a forward as a guard, which is really nice because forwards really dominate the league.
Yeah.
So definitely a good play there. I touched on Ezzy. Blowout narrative, really, that's it where you can play her.
Yeah.
But if you need some value in GP, definitely not cash, but if you need some value in GPP, it's worth the risk. But I probably wouldn't play any of the Seattle starters with her.
Yeah.
Lauren Cox, pretty good play. She's been getting decent minutes, F4-9, again, GPP play, of course. Against Seattle, she might get a little more run.
Too.
Cute narrative, I guess. There you go.
Yeah, cute narrative. I love cute girls, so I would play her.
Yeah, there you go. You got Ethan's approval. Got Ethan's approval, so there we go. And then you got Shook as well. She plays the blowout minutes. I mean, you'll see the trend. There's some cheap players where you can get really some blowout value. Some random person's just gonna go off today and just ruin all your GPP lines because she's gonna be in the top scoring lineup, and you didn't even think to play her because she barely even plays. Let's see.
That's the tough thing. One of these cheap fours is probably going to go off tonight. And you're gonna want them. I like the cheap fours better than I like the cheap guards tonight.
Yeah, forward. Yep, forward is definitely where you find all the value, and all the expensive players are good in forward. So it's kind of tough to fit everybody you want. I wish they had like a utility lineup only, where you like a game mode where you go 6 utility only.
I'll say this. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think you need to worry about. Usually, we'll throw in Stewart. Try to get Stewart and Wilson in our cash line. I think tonight you don't have to do that. I think you go Wilson, Sabali, and then Gabby, and then work from there. I don't think you need to go the two highest priced forwards like you normally do on a slate for cash.
Yeah, especially if I'm trying to fit in copper at 8-8. I usually don't play an expensive guard in cash, so I can
Yeah,
fit everyone. But since I'm playing expensive guard in cash, I'm probably fading Stewart. It's going to be tough, especially it's the late hammer, and you have to wait all night to see if you're going to still cash. But those blowouts really hurt Stewart's. It hurts anyone who needs to score a ton of points, especially on a
yeah.
team that has other scorers on them. Indiana, she didn't go over 40 for what is this 5 straight games. She didn't go over 40, and you're probably gonna get AJ over 40. So definitely,
Yeah.
especially because she's 12 too. I think that's the most expensive I've seen a player.
Yeah,
Just
yeah, it's been a while.
yeah,
And the other thing too is Stewie is we see in blowouts she only plays mid 20 minutes, and she's very productive in those minutes. Don't get me wrong, but she just doesn't play blowouts. So you're really counting on the game staying close, and that 14.5 spread Vegas has. I just don't see that game staying close.
yeah, she'll play some fourth quarter, but I just don't expect her to play the whole fourth quarter.
Yeah,
So I might be pounding some unders, get some undies in that game.
yeah. Props might be a good night tonight.
Yeah. Let's see, and we can transition to props now if you want to take a look.
Yeah.
See
So
if
let's look at price picks first, man. So we had a awesome prop day Sunday night. So if y'all remember right on the Sunday pod, we talked about Courtney Williams if Carter were to play, which don't even get me started on that BS.
God, that was annoying. Yeah.
We talked about Sabali playing. She didn't start, which but we got lucky and we had Courtney Williams under, and we had Kayla Thorne under as our two for two, and both hit, and we made a killing.
Yeah, we went heavy on those props too.
Yeah, and we got so close to a 4 for 4. Mabry went over by 1 point, which killed the 4 for 4, which would have been a nice 10x profit. But I mean,
Yeah,
Joey,
and we had
we just
Laney under as well.
yeah, but you would have had her over if we knew. So a beat
Yeah.
writer said Carter was going to play.
Yeah, she was warming up. She looked good in warm ups, so we just went
She
with
didn't
it.
play.
And then she didn't
Yeah.
play. No. Oh, we got Damian Lillard out tomorrow. Damn.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
So, but it brings back to our point that we discussed last time. We every day it's either monkey knife or price picks, but we're making a killing.
Yeah, just choose the spot. Sometimes those rapid fires are really nice because they really project someone completely wrong. Like especially those third or fourth players that are just bench players or just bad starters, and you can really take advantage of that.
Yeah. And one thing I'll point out, just kind of a prop lesson for anybody who's new at props is you don't have to play 10 props a night, 15 props a night. A lot of people get in a bad habit of playing so many props, and even though if you play 10 props, you only hit like 3 of them, you're losing money. So find your spot like what we did on Sunday with Courtney under and Kayla Thorne under. Find your spot, put a lot of money on it, and hit big. You don't have to play a lot of props to succeed in props. Just find the right spots, find that edge, and attack, and you'll do fine.
And you don't have to play every night. If nothing's good, don't play.
Yeah.
You can play maybe for fun, throw a fun 4 for 4 in there, a small bankroll just because you have a play. Some people just like to play for fun, and you just throw a 4 for 4 for fun. Don't go heavy every night, because some nights everything's just projected perfectly. Like I think Age is gonna go over 40, but she's projected over at 39.9. I wish she was a little lower, so I might not touch her just because that's just tough to get to, guaranteed. Yeah. I'll probably go under on Stewart, 40.8. Play the blowout there, but it's just tough. Like, if you can get a rapid fire with those two in there, I'd lean Aja just because it's like you're playing fantasy. You're picking one of the two for your cash lineup, and I think Aja's going to outscore her. So those rapid fires are kind of like going against someone in a fantasy lineup. You picked Aja, they picked Brianna Stewart. Let's see who outscores the other.
And for rapid fires, we're talking about monkey knife fight. So
yeah, we're talking about
there's 2 sites that we play, and don't forget we have monkeyknifefight.online. Use promo code Karma for deposit bonus. We also have PricePicks.online. Again, Karma for your promo code. Sign up for those 2 sites. Get in our Discord. It's $9.99 a week. we got football season right around the corner. Monkey Knife Fight put up the football tab today, and you know what that means?
I'm
Football
excited.
props are just around the corner. Probably next week we're gonna get some on the board. So
Most profitable sport for me. So
it
make
is
sure
100%, and we are gonna be having a football prop pod probably at least once a week.
yeah, maybe get
When,
Sam in on that. Get our prop party pod back on here.
yep. So looking at the props though for WNBA, there's some nice ones on there. We talked about the forwards and the aces and wings game. So you have a couple forwards on the board that you can attack. Got some guards for New York. We got our good friend Clarendon, who we love to pound the under on because she turns over the ball a ton.
Yeah, you'll get 7 turnovers with her, and she doesn't score that much. So once she gets, especially in those blowouts, definitely love her unders and blowouts. It's one of my main plays.
22.1 might be a little tough today,
Yeah.
but usually she's around 25, 26. We like to take that under. Maybe there's another one who we usually like to take that under, but 23.8 today, little tougher, but you never know. And
Yeah.
then, who was our favorite girl earlier in the season, Joey? Like the first 2 weeks of the season, who was it?
Natasha Howard.
And she is back on the board, baby.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
we might have to.
She's somehow played really efficient the last couple games. She had like 11 minutes one night and scored 35 fantasy points.
Yeah, she's averaging like 4 or 5 block steals a game. So that's where all her production's coming from. But there are some unders on this board we might attack for our official plays, though. Like we said, it's $9.99 a week. Come join us in Discord, get our official plays, come win some money, and let's kill it.
Yeah, she had 14 minutes against New York and put up 30 fantasy points. Like she'll get those random games, but you just gotta trust her under, especially in blowouts. Yeah, she's been getting a little more minutes, so I might not completely pound the under, but I'm gonna have to go back to there just for old time's sakes. Pound the under tonight.
Right. Yeah. Tonight might be a good 4-for-4 GPP play, like we said. But we'll see. We'll dig a little bit more into this, talk in Discord, and see if we can pump up something.
Yeah, make sure to get those official plays because we've been killing it. Definitely, it's just $10 a week, and you can play. I know DFS is kind of tough because there's not a lot of volume for WNBA, but definitely get in there for props because you can play up to $400 on Prize Picks.
And like we said, I put $300 down on that 2-for-2 Sunday night. I profited $600. It won me $900. $600 will pay for your WNBA, pay for your NFL. I mean, there's no reason why not to join us in Discord and get our official plays.
They'll pay for everything for the year.
Heck. Come join us. But that's props for you.
Yeah, much better than DFS though. I've enjoyed props 100% more than DFS.
And what did we say? Props are the future. Props, no sharks. Don't have to worry about ownership, tying with people. Just have to beat the prop site.
Yeah, that's definitely, and you can check out our optimizer too. They have projections for NBA and MLB, so you can take a look at that. Sam puts those projections up, and it's $40 a month, so just the same price as WNBA. You can get the projections, and you get an optimizer, play some GPPs. But yeah, they got projections on there, so you can take a look at those and look at the prop sites and trust Sam. I sometimes trust Sam, but he's a good guy. But his projections.
Sam knows his golf, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, he's a Tiger fan, so it's kind of tough.
Yes.
But
yeah,
it is what it is, and he's a Patriots fan, so nobody's perfect.
Yeah. All right, you have anything else, Joey?
I got nothing else.
All right, we're going to be back here tomorrow, right?
Yeah, we will see you tomorrow. Make sure you stay tuned. Every day we'll try to get one out here. I know Ethan has a little hurricane trouble there in Houston.
Yeah, I live in Houston, guys, so if we don't have a video for Thursday, Friday, you'll know why.
He's dead.
Yeah, I'm probably dead.
Yeah.
Well, if my girlfriend's there, she'll kill me, but yes.
Yeah. All right. We will
Take care, y'all.
see you tomorrow.
All right, bye.